by Anne Marilyn Lucas. Recovery is the battle between the reverend and the demon, who eternally fight for the lives and souls of addicts and their parents. It takes place at the Mountain Rehab, located in a beautiful rural setting, dealing with all ages and all substances of addiction. Demon, inner voice of temptation. Shelley, alcoholic in recovery. Lila, Shelley's runaway drug addict daughter. Angela, suburban pre-K teacher. Regina, Angela's adopted daughter, heroin addict. Sylvia, Boston socialite. Heather, Sylvia's daughter, college freshman, Ritalin, coke, speed addict. Reverend Stephanie Johnson, spiritual director of the Mountain Rehab. Scene 1, setting, the bench at the memorial tree at the Mountain Rehab. At rise, Reverend Johnson stands with mourners as they spread ashes under the memorial tree.
Grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change, and the courage to change the things I can't. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. All I know is life without serenity is hell. Bless me in this battle, dear Lord.
Hello, Steph. Knew I'd find you at your tree of shame.
Some days I hate this tree.
Your failure tree, Reverend Johnson. Children's ashes, parents' tears help the tree to grow.
Go away, I need some peace.
I'll never leave you, Steph.
I'll never stop fighting.
Your standard line.
It's my truth.
Children's souls are so easily stolen, and mothers' hearts inevitably broken. You know the drill. One more time with my friends.
I believe in God's strength in my heart and my recovery.
Recovery? What does that even mean?
Fighting out of your seductive shadow and finding ourselves again.
You hope to redeem the irredeemable. Some others lose too much. The hole is just too big. 40 dead in 1 week from a bad batch in LA.
I am living proof. Recovery is possible.
Living, struggling proof.
I've got 25 years.
You're still only a heartbeat away from me.
I would love a drink.
Taste a bit of ease, Steph.
No. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, I turn my will and life over to
These
you.
girls, yo-yos, you save a soul only to lose it next month, next year, the next time a boyfriend leaves.
I teach them and their mothers that with the power of the program, they can save themselves, and they do.
For how long? Girls' souls are so fragile. Mommy's excuses so agile.
Mothers love their daughters, but don't understand their health is killing them both. They need the 12 steps too.
Clean 1 week, dead the next.
I won't give up.
Doesn't it get really exhausting? I'm fun and easy. Why don't you go another round with me?
You only have to stay sober 1 day at a time.
But you crash and burn off your crusader's bench with each lost child, each suicidal mother. Temptation is eternal.
Love is eternal.
I've got them now. Do your best, Rev.
I always do.
Let the Soul Box Derby begin. Get it, Rev? The race they are running towards death. You save, keep the souls you can, and I will gather up all that fall back into my arms. Let's hear what our contestants are playing with, Rev.
Hot sex and heroin.
Life on the edge, like Amy Winehouse.
Living fast outside my
stroll. Welcome, ladies, to the Soul Box Derby, where the Reverend and I bet on who will be the first to die. Team number 1, wealthy, unhealthy Heather and her mother Sylvia. They hail from Boston, Massachusetts. Let's see what all their money and privilege can do to help them beat my allure.
What are you doing in the bathroom, honey?
I have an upset stomach.
Up next, Team 2, the gullible but charming Shelley and her daughter Lila, a runaway. These lovely Irish women hail from the Jersey Shore. See how poverty and generations of abuse stack up.
Where are you, sweetheart?
Nowhere, Mom. Can you give me some cash?
Last but not least, Team 3, self-sacrificing Angela and the slick, sick, sexy Regina. These lovely suburbanites hail from Westchester. They've made multiple rehab trips and always come back to me.
Are you going to a meeting?
Meeting? Sure, yeah, of course. Can I get you some Pepto-Bismol?
Mom, no. Just leave me alone. I'll be out in a minute.
Open the door, sweetheart. You don't sound very good. You seem stressed.
I'm fine, Mom. I just need some privacy.
I think I'll set up a doctor's appointment.
No,
These stomach problems seem to be happening all the time.
I won't go.
But sweetheart, you've lost so much weight, and you're so secretive. You know the judge doesn't like secrets in our family.
I know the family maxim. Secrets are a scandal waiting to happen.
You're becoming skin and bones. The press will notice.
What about you can't be too rich or too thin?
Well, you do look better in clothes, but you can't live in the bathroom.
I don't.
You spend way too much time in there.
Must do what I must do.
And you seem so angry and nervous. Not my little peaches anymore.
I've grown up. Get used to it.
See, that's exactly what I mean, talking back. If I ever spoke to my mother now.
Go away. Just go away. Give me some space.
Missy Hart had an eating disorder. You don't have an eating disorder, do you?
No, Mother.
I didn't think so. I never hear any retching or gagging.
You listen at the door to the bathroom?
Well, eating disorders are serious. I worry about you.
Really, I don't have an eating disorder. Go away.
Hunched over Heather's back is her mother, Demon, holding the mirror as she snorts her rhythm.
The judge will be home soon, and I don't want to worry him. He has a big case at the courthouse.
Mind your own business. I'll be right out.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small, and the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Lila, just tell me where you are now. I'll come and get you. No questions.
Don't worry, I'll be home tonight, but I need some cash.
Of course, dear. Let me bring it to you.
Can't you wire it or something?
I need to see you.
Sure, I'll come home tomorrow.
That's what you said last week.
I need cash.
I haven't seen you in 3 weeks, darling.
That long?
How do you eat?
I've got friends. I really need the cash.
Well, come home then and get a good meal and I'll help you out.
You got 40, 50 bucks?
Of course I do. But what will you be using that for?
To go bowling with my friends. I might even need more.
Oh, bowling. Well, now that sounds like a nice, healthy activity.
Yeah, awesome exercise.
Are these new friends then?
Some. So, will you give me the cash?
I'll come pick you up. Where are you?
In an alley by a yellow house.
Where?
The shore?
Where on the shore?
How do I know?
Tinkerbell, where are you, Tink?
Well, I just would like to give you the cash and meet your friends.
Gotta go.
Tell me, where are you?
Couldn't tell you. Bye.
What about the cash? Oh, no.
And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call, and call Alice when she was just small.
Which meeting are you going to?
Hanover.
Did you find a sponsor?
Yeah,
Who's your sponsor? A nice person?
very nice.
Where'd you meet?
We're just thinking NA meeting.
Could I go with you to the meeting tonight?
I'm not ready for that yet, Mom.
Well, I am proud of you.
Why?
You're doing it this time. 90 meetings in 90 days.
Well, yeah, that last place was scary.
I hope you'll forgive us, but all the places that looked like country clubs, all the detox facilities that looked like country clubs, they didn't seem to help.
Right, but relapse is a part of recovery, remember?
You could die, so they say. Will you be home later?
No, I'm gonna hang out with some friends. Gotta go to my meeting.
Well, I see you tomorrow. We could go shopping or catch a movie.
Sure. Be back before noon. Gotta go.
When logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head, remember what the dormouse said. Feed your head, feed your head. Mine, all mine, Rev.
Scene 2. Setting. Before dawn at the Mountain Rehab Intake Lounge.
What do you think is happening?
They were taking Regina to the detox wing. We just left the hospital. She locked herself in the bathroom at home. That's never a good sign.
Was she sick?
OD'd.
Really? That's truly terrible. I just found Lila myself. She was lost on the streets for weeks. How is that possible? I don't know. Heather's just a little run down and confused.
Regina needed to come here. I've heard this is a very good place.
Oh, it is? I know it is. We got a scholarship, and Reverend Johnson met me at the car and had someone carry Lila in. Well, I need to get back. My husband is sending a car so I can get a flight out. Where are you from then? Boston. Oh, as far as that? Don't they have rehabs up your way? She was in college near Philadelphia. Oh, that's nice. What college? Bryn Mawr. Bryn what? Please, I don't mean to be quizzed right now.
Regina was at Columbia.
Good school. Sorry. I tend to talk when I'm nervous.
How long have you had her back?
8-10 hours, I guess. You see, I thought she was dead. I'm in some kind of shock. Good Lord, do we need to hear all this? I'm sorry.
I got a call about a week ago. They were able to revive her, but she could easily have been. I was so grateful when she spoke.
Me too. I found her soaked and beaten in the park. When I found a pulse, I let out a cheer right in the middle of the night. Must you share these horror stories in public?
It's 5 a.m.
There's
no one else here.
Did something even more terrible happen to your child then? No, it was just a mix-up with medication. But we decided to err on the side of caution.
Regina always said, I'm just a kid, we party. I hope she stays sober this time.
This time?
This is our 4th rehab.
Don't these places work?
They say an addict has to hit bottom. I thought she had before, but she's kept relapsing.
Well, I hope you got your money back. Now, we're all on edge.
I'm Andrew.
Oh. Shelley? I was told this was anonymous. Anyway, Heather is not an addict.
I couldn't believe that Regina was either.
You didn't even know my daughter. Now, ladies, please.
I don't think I've slept in years.
I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sorry for your pain. But our situations are not comparable. Our roommate thought she was dying. As I said, to be safe, we brought her here. Well, I'm glad Lila's alive. At least I'll know where she is.
At least I'll know Regina can't find a syringe.
Syringe?
She's a heroin addict.
certainly not. Girls from good families are...
How many people have you told about your daughter's problem?
I need to get out of here and get home. I have a meeting at 1.
Oh, Reverend, how is she? She's being medically evaluated. I know none of you want to be here.
I really don't want to be here.
Is this necessary? I need to leave.
Addiction is a family disease. I'm sorry your husbands couldn't be here.
I'm divorced. My husband needs to be in court today. He's a judge.
Josh left me because I brought her here.
Your family's recovery is as important as your daughter's. Talking about your family dynamic is the first step of their and your recovery.
Recovery from what?
Well, a family's misguided expression of love. We call it enabling. Addicts need your compassion, but not idiot compassion, believing lies and accepting unacceptable behavior.
All the clever ways you helped me.
What is all this mumbo jumbo? I can't believe I'm listening to this pop psychology at 5 a.m. Heather and I really can't relate to any of this.
Well, simply put, enabling is anything you do that makes it easy for your daughters to avoid the consequences of their using. I mean, what have you done to help your daughters conceal their addictions?
I lie. I tell her boss she's sick, my family that she's fine, my husband that she's at home, and my friends that she's in transition.
Sylvia?
Our family situation isn't anyone else's business. I gave her a sample of my urine for the court, so she wouldn't go to jail.
Obstructing justice. Love it.
I'm sorry, we don't live in a jungle. Heather is at Bryn Mawr.
What's the most dangerous thing you've done to protect her?
Stood in the street, rooted to the spot, trying to stop her car.
And what happened?
She drove up over the curb.
At the last minute.
So did you stop her using by these heroics?
No, she's here.
Well, I did pull strings to get her into Bryn Mawr. She didn't have the grades. After the first time I found her beaten, I bought a gun.
Where did that leave you?
In hell with no way out.
I've been there.
What could you do differently?
I could just leave her. I hate what she's done to me.
But we don't, because we all love our daughters.
You can't cure her, no matter what you do. You didn't create this disease, you can't control it or cure it, but you can contribute to it.
I heard that the last place that we took her, the detach with love thing, I just can't seem to do. I keep saving her.
Detach from the disease, not your daughter.
I know that giving up my life for Gina's hasn't helped her.
But you ladies have all been a great help to me.
Your daughters have to fight this battle for themselves. And you have to pursue your own recovery.
I don't drink.
A glass of wine or two is not an issue.
A few bottles after a few martinis is just social drinking.
I'm talking about your mental, emotional, and physical health.
Well, I don't sleep. Not since the police asked me to ID a body. I get up 100 times a night to check my phone. I keep imagining Lila lying in the morgue. Flying down here, getting someone discreet to watch the dogs, quite stressful.
I've changed. I feel as if I'm always on red alert and short-tempered with everyone. I used to be so even-keeled that people would joke about it. Angela the angel. Nothing ever ruffled her feathers. But now I'm not even 25 preschoolers. But now I'm an anxious lunatic.
Fear and neglect of your own well-being can make you insane.
Maybe Josh is right.
Your recovery is all you. Her recovery is all her. You can't do it for her.
Well, I'm letting Heather know by bringing her to a place like this that her behavior is unacceptable.
Time for a Bloody Mary breakfast on the plane.
Part of your daughter's recovery will be developing a personal relationship with a higher power.
Is that code for going to church? We're Episcopalians.
My grandmother was spiritual.
Oh, I shudder when people talk about God. I went to parochial school that spoiled God for me. But in the program, I found a God of my understanding.
How many years do you have?
10 this spring.
Congratulations. You've been hit hard.
Yes, I'm a double winner.
Most of us are.
This is fascinating, but I need to get back to Boston.
No, we're just about done. Focus on your own recovery, so your daughters will have someone to go back to. See you in 2 weeks.
That Sylvia's a bit of a cold fish.
She's a good mother and we're not. Our daughters are addicts and hers isn't. She just hasn't been doing this as long as we have.
Scene 3. Setting. Rehab dorm room after detox.
How'd you swing a private room?
I'm getting a roommate. She was just too sick to leave the hospital.
That'll be fun, a real sicko.
Well, I'm a real sicko, so we should be just fine. What are you in for?
I snort Ritalin, coke if I can get it.
That's all.
What? You think I should be more badass? My dad's a judge.
All right, that's some extreme parental.
Okay, I suppose yours left you on a doorstep.
Close. Adopted at birth. Never even held me long enough to get to a doorstep.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
My real parents are cool. At least my mom is. My dad left me at the hospital last week.
It's harsh.
He warned me that they'd section me if I used again. Then I OD'd. Dad wouldn't even come to see me. I begged my mom to let me come here instead of jail.
Section you?
Parents go to court and say their kid isn't in danger to themselves and society. I go to a state-run detox if there's a bed and jail if there isn't, and there is never enough beds for women.
They were going to send you to prison.
I begged and cried. Mom gave me one last chance. This is my 4th rehab.
My first. But I've been snorting forever. I just got completely out of hand at college.
Yeah?
Where did you go?
Columbia. Really easy to score in the city.
Bryn Mawr is tough.
I can imagine.
Even with all the money in the world.
What happened?
When I ran with my prescription, I was so sick it was scary, so I went to the dorm stealing whatever I could, and I ended up on the bathroom floor. My roommate ratted me out.
Are you my cellmate?
Yep.
Sweet.
Where's your stuff?
They'll bring it. I can hardly carry myself.
How'd you get so wrecked?
I don't remember. I got beat up pretty bad.
Why?
Big habit, no money. It's what happens when you get in too deep with dealers. Not the first time.
They hurt you?
Of course. Raped?
I don't remember much.
I kept just ahead of the worst. I only had a few sprained wrists.
Oh my god, how did you survive?
More drugs.
Which never works.
Stuff happens on the streets, then I can't find my way.
In Westchester mansions, too.
Oh, this is too intense.
Are you really Snow White?
I do speed, coke, Ritalin. I prefer uppers, but I take what I can get. I've stolen jewelry, money, and Red Sox tickets to sell on the street.
Whoa, Red Sox tickets? That's pretty gnarly.
They were box seats. My dad was furious. Thought he lost them.
A real badass.
Jail sucks, even overnight.
Tell me about it. So you get straight now, Snow White. Don't go down the same rabbit hole we did.
That was Alice. I'm not stupid.
Whatever.
This is my last detox. I am so done with this shit. Friends dying every week.
I feel 80. I can hardly move.
You look good.
Thank you. I'm never hungry when I'm using.
I don't eat either. I've always thought of that as a plus.
There are no pluses. Using will kill you.
I know.
I mean it. I died. Strangest experience of my life.
You were dead, but how are you?
I told you I OD'd. If that police officer hadn't jump-started my breathing with Narcan, we would not be having this lovely conversation. The friend I was using with didn't have tracks, so she's dead.
She slipped it in?
Yep. She put on a tampon and I used a needle to shoot up.
But you actually died. You are seriously scaring me right now.
People die all the time.
I feel like I'm gonna die right now.
Settle down, no one's dying.
You don't understand. My skin is crawling off my body like worms are trying to break out from inside it.
We're all crazy without a fix.
I have to get out! Get out!
Scene 4. Setting. Bench under the memorial tree.
Go for it, Steph. Give them that rah-rah God stuff. I can count on their pain being stronger.
When people turn their lives over to the love of God, there is no greater power.
Except when I hold their souls in my hand and squeeze.
When they get clean, they'll see where you've led them.
Where I led you to, sweetheart. When are you going to tell them about our long romance?
On a case-by-case, need-to-know basis.
Are you ashamed of our love?
I was a very sick woman.
Yes, you were, and so are these little women.
They have mothers who love them, and their higher power is waiting to reclaim them, heal them.
Says the childless addict.
Yes, and because they are the only children I have, I will fight you for every one.
I know. That's what makes this little game of ours so much fun. Your unshakable commitment. I love rattling your cage. One of these days you'll break. One of these deaths will hit too hard.
I always get back up with God's strength at my back.
I think Lila, our little Tinkerbell, doesn't stand a snowball's chance in my neighborhood of staying sober.
Scene 5. Setting. Treatment room at the mountain.
Better, Heather?
Sorry for the meltdown.
We've all been there. That's how we got here.
They don't take just anybody. You gotta be certifiable. They tried to make me go to rehab, but I said no, no, no. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, you'll know, no, no. I ain't got the time, and if my daddy thinks I'm fine, they tried to make me go.
to rehab, but I said, no, no, no. Hi, I'm Reverend Johnson, but most people here just call me Rev.
Hey, Rev. I'm Regina.
Lila.
Great. And you are?
I thought this was anonymous.
First names.
Sorry, but my family just can't afford any negative. I'm Heather.
Okay. So, we're going to begin our group work today. Now that you've had a week in detox, how are you doing?
My cravings are really intense. Other rehabs, I could have a smoke, some coffee.
No, that's not how this program works. Here we go substance-free.
I need Suboxone, so I can go down easy. This is not my first rodeo.
Oh, it's Suboxone?
And how did that work for you, Regina?
Are you trying to drive us crazier than we already are?
Well, we see this as your chance to kick all addictions, even caffeine and tobacco. You can leave it all here and never go back.
In your dreams.
Yeah, that is one of my dreams for all of you. Anyone else got a gripe?
Seriously, I did not come here to lose the cigs. I've been smoking since I was 12.
If she gets Suboxone, can we all get some?
Are you a heroin addict, Heather?
No.
Suboxone is a replacement for heroin, like methadone. It's sometimes recommended as a sobriety maintenance drug for people when they leave here.
So can I get some?
No one is getting Suboxone today. Anything else?
Why do we have to have roommates? With what we pay, we should at least have a private room and bath.
Well, how would that help you?
I like my privacy. People make me nervous.
Well, we live our lives in secret. Get high in locked bathrooms, drunk in alleys, shoot up in empty parking lots.
Got that right.
Living in community is part of the healing. No more hiding.
Heard it before. Shame is a trip society has laid on our disease.
Look, I'm not an addict. I just get a little nervous sometimes.
Then why are you here?
God knows.
I'm sure she does. Lila, how about you?
I haven't been out of bed much. I feel like
Well, give yourself some time. Okay, let's try a meeting format. Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm an addict.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, girls. You know me. I'm your addiction.
I have been sober and a member of AA for 25 years, but I am also a member of NA, ACA, GA, and OA, an alphabet soup of recovery programs, because addicts are addicts and will always be addicts. We have an illness that we can keep in remission with our medicine, meetings, and working the 12 steps and service.
How do they let you work here if you're an addict too?
I often wonder that myself.
Everyone here is an addict in recovery.
You're kidding me.
No, you can't work here unless you're in recovery yourself.
Do my parents know I'm in an asylum run by the insane?
I don't know how they chose the mountain for you.
This is nuts.
You probably can't do worse than those Harvard PhDs I've seen.
We're a fellowship of alcoholics who share their experience, strength, and hope. The mountain is a 12-step program.
Oh, great. I hate this stuff.
Look, let's begin again. Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Stephanie.
I grew up in Wichita in an alcoholic home where they held down great jobs and made a lot of money.
They were maudlin drunks, some of my best clients.
We looked good on the outside, but on the inside, my parents were drinking themselves to death. My dad died of liver failure at 54. I didn't miss him,
It's not even his bedtime stories.
but my mom did. And she drank herself into oblivion. I became her drinking buddy. She didn't even notice I was stealing her booze. Oh, I loved being numb.
I love that feeling too, Rev.
But now I work my program, one day at a time.
Why?
Because I ruined my life.
Are you for real?
For 25 years, every morning I admit my powerlessness, believe there is a power that can help me, trust my life and my will, and turn it over to a higher power.
My mom wastes her time on her knees every morning.
Well, active addicts get up after noon, they feel like it, and they focus on, where can I get it? How long can I stay high?
True.
I'm dying here.
Can you tell me what you've done to stay high?
Fuck, I just took money.
Rent money, almost got them evicted.
I got crazier and crazier, lifting wallets in Starbucks. It was a rush.
I stole my mom's car to get to my dealer.
Tried to run her mother down on the way.
Jail?
Of course, a few times.
Overnight.
Of course not, my dad's a judge.
I did time myself.
Details, Red. Afraid they won't follow you if they know you?
Ladies, the outcome of addiction is institutions, jail, or death. I mean, if you have parents who are addicts, there's a pretty good chance you've inherited the disease.
You get it from them?
Think of it this way. Alcoholics are allergic to alcohol.
I know lots of people who drink.
The way society looks down on alcoholics is very helpful to me.
Our shame often has a flip side. Narcissism or junkie pride. When you're proud of being the biggest badass in town, thinking you're like rock stars who romanticize using will make the road to hell a ride, and it will be impossible for you to get sober.
Here comes God again.
Oh, you have a problem with God.
Let's get real. A guy on a throne, like the Easter Bunny or Santa.
Convenient for mind control or kids.
Surrendering your will to a universal force can bring lasting recovery.
Lasting recovery, very elusive.
Jargon. I've got the t-shirt.
I hate God.
Without something stronger than yourself, your illness holds all the power. Until you can surrender to the first 3 steps, I can't, he can, I'll let him, there is no freedom.
Blah, stupid bull.
You need to find something that you can trust. Believe it can bring you healing. Call it grace or love or transformation, sanity. Then you can surrender. It's the key to the first 3 steps. Okay, in AA meetings, we usually share how we started using. Anyone?
Not me.
Give the Rev a chance. Tell the tale that drove you into my arms. Come on, Tinkerbell, give it a whirl.
I'd seen alcohol turn my dad, a warm, beautiful man, into a monster, and my mom into his punching bag, so I ran.
Ran into trouble.
I thought I'd party with the gang, but it turned ugly. I got lost, lying in cold, wet garbage in an alley with this fat old man pumping in and out of me, hurting me.
You needed to block that out.
I discovered a need to escape so bad.
I gave you oblivion. Let's put the spotlight on Regina's first taste.
New junior high, so white and privileged, and finally, someone asked me to a sleepover.
With boys, you didn't tell Mom that.
Jen's big brother comes in, pretty drunk, comes on to me, and I know how popular he is. Finally, someone who sees me and not where I came from.
You tried to drink, puff, some stuff. You were so cool.
I passed out, my panties were torn off, my dress was over my head.
After that, you needed me.
I needed to hide my shame in baggy black sweats in a bottle.
And a toke or a pill.
To clear my head. Finally, I found bliss.
And a needle. We've had a very satisfying romance, right up to death. You've been one of my most ardent devotees. Little Peaches, want to tell our tale of love?
I just always felt invisible. I was like a doll on a shelf my mom took out to play with.
Mommy and I are very, very close. I've been a member of the family for generations, but like you, I am unacknowledged.
Everyone at my school experimented.
Of course.
After the beer on the beach, everyone was furious. That made them see me.
They put down their cocktails, amazed at you.
I got invited to neighborhood pill parties, but I was scared of my father. Court in jail would have cratered his career.
But that feeling of being free, so powerful.
I learned how to store my Ritalin on the internet. What a rush, and completely legal.
Now you are mine.
Completely devoted to being with you all the time.
Whatever it takes to stay in your arms.
Just us, till death do we part.
Forever.
And ever.
Amen.
Amen.
Scene 6. Setting. Bench under a memorial tree.
Looking for some hope to share?
Get out of my head.
I'm always there. In your head, in their head.
Stop!
You need comfort.
Go away!
You want to drink and relax like you did with Dad?
Leave me alone. I am not listening.
But you are. You know there's only one way to forget.
Shut up!
Of course, you know how to make me.
Our Father,
Ugh, I don't mean that phrase. Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
He took you to heaven all right.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
His will, little girls get raped.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Yes, he even paid you to keep quiet.
And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against
What
us.
about blind-eyed Mommy? Forgive her?
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever.
Some power and glory, this kingdom. It gives me 1,000,000 troubled souls every day to free into oblivion. I don't know how you can work for this guy.
Amen.
What kind of a God lets his world suffer as he does? At least I relieve suffering.
We cannot understand his will, or our part in it.
Scene 7. Setting. Treatment room. Weeks later, mother-daughter group therapy.
Thank you for coming. Family sessions are an important part of healing for everyone.
Love is part of treatment. Trying to put Humpty Dumpty back together again?
I have asked your mothers to tell you what your addiction has cost them. Would you start, Angela?
I know what you did. I found the needle and spoon after I left you here. And I was feeling sorry for you.
I was off my head.
It made me so furious. You died. You beg for one more chance. Your father leaves me because I give it to you, and you shoot up.
It was the last time, Mom.
You said that before. I don't think I can ever trust you. I hate who you become and the horrible way that you treat me. What did I do to deserve this?
Nothing. I'm just bad. I need to erase me. Drugs help.
But the cutting, the cigarette burns.
Physical pain. It helps clear my head. When I could see it on my skin, I knew what to do to heal it. When your brain is bleeding and no one can see it, you're so alone in your own despair. That's why I like my tattoos. The pain drowns out the noise in my head.
Thank you. Who's next?
Lila, dear, You stepped between your dad and me over and over. But now you've become the threat. When I tried to keep you from leaving last time, you hit me.
I don't remember hitting you.
I hit me head and blacked out. I've tried to keep you close, but what could I do when the danger was inside you?
Nothing. Get a life.
What would you like to tell Heather?
This is ridiculous and unnecessary.
No, I assure you, this is a fundamental step in healing your relationship.
But she hasn't been much of a problem, except to herself. She's the one not at school.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, embarrassed. I have to lie to everyone about where she is.
Well, how do you feel about lying?
I hate it, of course.
That's harder to believe.
What did you say, young lady?
Is there something you want to say to your mother?
Well, she just lies all the time.
How can you say that?
The whole family lies. The judge is just a little tired when he's passed out. You have 3 martinis, wine, and a headache.
Quiet! Heather isn't an addict.
Really? Because I have been using for years. When I got arrested because I was drinking, the judge went crazy. So I learned to store my Ritalin, and now I can't stop. That's enough!
Well, denial preserves the perfect family illusion that we want to protect. Families that revolve around addiction are held together by lies.
Not our family.
Lying is normal in a family that needs to defend a false image of itself. Denial preserves the illusion.
Sometimes I think denial saved my sanity but ruined my life.
Well, there are lies and denial in all of our family systems.
We're here because no one wants to talk about the ugly side of life. But weekends were really dangerous in my neighborhood and always had been. Drunken men playing hide and seek with little girls.
The situation you grew up in seemed normal. Children of alcoholics have a skewed perception of what family life is and should be.
Can we get on with this? I'm sure this is very therapeutic for some people, but
I didn't grow up with alcoholism, but I hope that understanding can stop me from being so furious.
What are you angry about?
Everything! The end of my life! Losing my marriage, my house, my job, and most of all, Gina, to this endless goddamn addiction. After every rehab, when it seemed like there might be hope, relapse was hanging over my head like a sword. And then she went back out there again, and my hope died.
I know that despair. I've been wrestling with this disease all my life. But it's worse with Lila. Please, we have important things to discuss.
What do you see as important?
How soon could we get her back to normal?
I think we can discuss each girl's progress privately. Are there other things any of you need to tell your mother?
I stole jewelry that I thought you wouldn't miss.
Aunt Jessica's pin?
You never wore it. It was gaudy.
That's not the point. How could you become a thief when we gave you everything?
I swallowed a bottle of Tylenol. Everything just seemed too hard. I would have died, but I started puking.
Why didn't you call me? I would have been there in a heartbeat. It doesn't have to be so hard. You always have a home with me. Don't you know I love you?
I found my birth mother.
What?
She looked 80. She was 42, a drug addict and homeless. I saw my future in her eyes. She was the exact opposite of a perfect mother. She abandoned my brother and sister for a fix.
Oh, Gina.
Is there anything else you want to tell your daughters?
The night you were screaming at me, I became afraid to have you in the house, but more afraid to let you out.
I was crazy, Ma.
I have nightmares about the night that we took you from the police station. I held you so you wouldn't throw yourself out of the car. You hit, punched, and bit me to make me let go, but I held on somehow.
I don't remember that at all.
Addicts are numb. Mothers face these horrors wide awake and bear the scars.
I'm sorry, Mom. I am.
Any more memories?
As a child, you would embarrass me. Going up to strangers and telling them they shouldn't be smoking. Always trying to save others from bad habits you were. You wanted no medications, hated pills, and were terrified of needles.
I sound so cute.
Yeah, now you love all the things that my bright girl hated.
I tell people they shouldn't smoke.
Yeah, you hated it when your dad was smoking. You told him he stank.
Well, he did. Why did you let him beat you?
My dad had me all around. It was what I was used to. I thought it was part of marriage.
But you left.
When he went after you, I picked you up out of harm's way and left with the clothes on our backs.
I find all of this so maudlin.
I hope you never have to face what we have.
Anything you want to share, Sylvia? Well, I did love dressing you up. You look like a living doll. We tell your brothers, go away, just girls. I always wanted a daughter, and when I had you, I felt like I finally had someone of my own.
You always dressed me in frilly pink crap.
And you got so sulky and quiet, not like cuddly little peaches anymore.
I could never have friends over because you and Father always had your special headaches.
We both suffer from migraines.
Brought on by heavy partying.
Heather,
I learned that drinking can give me the courage to say no to your bullshit.
this is all a fabrication. She isn't even a real addict. You're just doing this to get attention.
When did that ever work?
Isn't it 11 o'clock?
Yes, we'll wrap up soon.
I feel sorry that you women have such sick daughters. I hope they get better.
I hope you get better, Mother.
Heather, you cannot speak to me.
Well, this was fun. Dredging up all their pain should put them in the mood for a visit from me.
That is enough.
Scene 8. Setting. On bench under memorial tree.
Thanks for stopping so I could catch my breath. Is this that tree where they put the ashes when girls die?
I think so.
This is so creepy, sitting under the dead girls tree. I'm fine, let's go.
Mom was really mad. You go ahead, I need some time to think.
Maybe she'll trust you again.
She'd be stupid if she did.
Love makes people stupid.
Maybe she wised up like my dad.
Well, she's here.
I don't want to die.
Staying here feels like bad luck. I'm gonna go.
It feels peaceful to me.
Don't get too comfortable here.
Well, hello, girlfriend.
I am not your friend.
No, that hurts when we know each other so well. Have what you need,
Why would you think that?
because it's always sex and drugs.
I'm done.
But I got some great stuff.
Skip the fix.
You don't belong here. Look around. Anyone here look like you?
There never is. I've been an alien all my life.
That's why I've been such a good friend. Just one more time.
It almost killed me.
But it didn't. And it was a fabulous high.
I felt something before they brought me back.
You aren't telling me you saw God and the heavenly light or any of that shit.
I did.
No, it's the fireworks of a dying brain.
No, more. A lot more.
If you say so. Supper the rest of another week. I'll be waiting. See you, girlfriend.
Scene 9. Setting. Dorm room at Mountain.
Look what I've got.
Lollipops? What the
You know the big bowl in the lounge? I dumped it and stole all the lollipops.
It's not stealing. They give us this.
It felt like stealing. I needed to do something that felt bad.
I really need something.
Me too. I need to numb out.
Get high, float away, no limits.
Or have really hot sex with a stranger.
They tried to make me go to rehab, but I said no, no, no.
Have a lollipop.
Sure. How many can we eat?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lollipop addiction on the horizon. What would that group be called? The LPA?
This is so. All they can give us to take the edge off? Candy?
Do you want them to take that away too?
What's up?
This is a meeting of Lollipops Anonymous, the LPA.
She stole a huge pile from the lounge.
And now we're getting wasted.
Do you have grape? Ooh, grape is my favorite. Don't know if I can let you score a grape.
We share in the LPA, don't we? Isn't that one of our steps? We realized we were powerless over lollipops, but still, we were happy to share.
Okay.
I loved you in that session.
I've never talked to my mother like that.
You told the truth.
I'd really like to get rid of all my...
Me too.
I've been afraid of her forever.
How are you feeling on your new meds?
My brain is yelling less.
Give me some. I'm going crazy.
I can't. They feed them to me and watch while I swallow. It's like drug feeding time for baby birds.
Is it helping your cravings?
Might be. I don't feel as anxious.
Sounds great.
I need something.
We all do. I am so dying for a man.
It's worse today. Hearing my mom, that needs to be blocked out.
My mom, afraid of me? Yeah, that's the worst.
I wonder why she didn't just leave me in a park.
She loves you.
How?
I don't know. They're fools.
Sometimes I think my mom wishes she'd lost me in the mall when I was young.
That sucks.
I'm sure she loves you. She's probably just awkward around strangers.
She's not talking too much. More comes out when she has a little lubrication. Thanks for the lolly.
See ya.
Hang in there.
At least our moms are trying.
Mine's been trying for years. Broke her heart every time.
Yeah, but I really need a fix bad.
Come on, Lila. You're my BFF in the LPA. I've lost too much. How many of your friends?
Lots. My boyfriend, Billy. I've had some close calls, but I still want it so bad.
Yeah, well, they say it gets easier. I've met people with years.
I don't care. I need a fix.
Try red one.
Scene 10. Setting. Memorial tree bench.
It's so peaceful here.
I think so.
This is the ashes tree you were talking about?
It is.
How many kids?
I can give you a list from my office.
A lot.
Way too many.
I want my ashes here.
No, let's focus on your recovery. You don't have ADHD, but you are bipolar.
Yeah, they told me. I started the meds this week. Doc said it'll help me to stop swinging from depressed to crazy anxious.
Well, they should. But you're also an addict.
Can I ever be normal?
You can live a long, healthy life with medication and the 12 steps.
I like it here.
You have so much life and joy ahead of you.
Can I stay here after detox?
We found a better place. It's a recovery ranch where the girls work with horses.
I love horses.
Great. The ranch specializes in bipolar disorder and addiction. I think it'll be a good fit.
Mom!
Peaches.
Heather, why don't you join the other girls while I talk to your mother?
Thank you.
I haven't seen a smile like that in a long time. She's taken to you.
You have a really sweet daughter.
Thank you. Have you figured out with all this therapy why she did this? You have a diagnosis?
Our evaluation of your daughter is that she is bipolar, not ADHD.
Do you have the right drug now?
Well, we started one medication. We'll see how she does on that.
Couldn't we try them at home with our own physician?
It would be a mistake to take her home, even after the 30 days.
She needs to get back on track.
Well, she needs to admit that she has a problem.
She won't admit she's bipolar.
She doesn't seem quite ready to admit that she's an addict.
Well, she's not.
She's been snorting and drinking since she was 12. She's committed theft to support her habit. She had taken a very dangerous cocktail of drugs when you brought her in. She is a bipolar drug addict. That is a very dangerous place to be.
But once she's on the right drug, she'll be fine.
Once she stops self-medicating, she'll be in a better place to handle her addictive impulses.
If she gets the right medications for her condition, I'm sure she can straighten the rest out on her own.
She has a family history of untreated alcoholism.
What do you mean?
You admitted to drinking every day with your husband, a few cocktails, wine at dinner, and a nightcap. Your father has a taste for fine wines and aged whiskey. Your mother died of liver disease.
Wait a minute.
Heather has a genetic history of high-functioning alcoholism.
We are leaving right now.
Please,
Wait, you can't keep her here. I will expect to take her and her records home in an hour.
Please think this through. All I want for Heather is to be a healthy, happy young woman.
And you think I don't?
I know you do. So keep her here a while longer to increase her chance of success. She is very unstable right now.
You have made it clear to me what you think of me and our family. I will go tell my daughter to pack her things.
No, please, you are making a terrible mistake. I wish you would reconsider.
More time to turn her against me and her family? Stay out of her life, Reverend Johnson, or you will not like the consequences.
No, please.
Mistake for you, win for me.
No.
You just couldn't work your magic this time.
God's will, not my will.
Yes, so your big guy failed you. Or is it you who failed, little stuff? Here.
No, leave me alone.
Bad loser.
Maybe she'll go to meetings.
Oh, right, because she has so much support at home.
No, I have to talk to Heather.
Oh, Rev, I'm really glad you're here. I need to
wait
talk to
here.
you. I need...
And if you go chasing rabbits, and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em a hookah, smoking caterpillar has given you the call, and call Lila when she was just small. Hey, sweetheart, run away with me?
Off, I'm waiting for Rev.
Well, there's a payphone down the hill. Call your real friends, Tinkerbell.
I said off.
Just hope she remembers you.
Rev will be right back.
She's very stressed. I believe she went to go look for a drink. You know how that goes.
Damn, she's supposed
Don't
to...
you think she's human?
I need... What am I gonna do?
Well, tell me your problems.
My body feels like lead, too weak and shaky to move. Everything aches.
You need to lighten up.
I do. I really do. Everything is so heavy.
No one here is gonna help you fly.
No body, no mind, no pain.
You cut your wings, Tink.
I feel rotten without my wings.
One quick call, and you can be flying free again.
I'm such a wreck. My legs are trembling.
Try this. You know how speed makes you fly.
How about a Red Bull?
Kid stuff.
I can hardly move, breathe.
These will make you feel light as a feather.
Maybe if I can walk back, find Gina. Just one.
Take the rest.
No,
No, little Tinkerbell. You can't walk away from me now.
I'm going.
Where? They won't take you back now. Relax. Oops. You're back at square one.
But I got a scholarship.
Think they're gonna give someone like you another chance?
You... But you're right. This planet is too dense for me.
Let's go to heaven.
You got a car?
When logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head, remember what the dormouse said. Feed your head, feed your head.
Lila! No! Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, help me. I don't understand. I try and try, but fail again and again. How can I help when I feel so helpless? You know my secrets and the darkness in me. Divine Spirit, as I am reaching out for you, let me feel you reaching in for me. Amen.
Scene 11. Setting. Treatment room.
I can't imagine how this happened. I'm sorry.
You should be.
Have the police found her?
They haven't called us.
Oh, I thought Lila was safe here.
You dropped the ball.
She is free to walk the ground.
Well, I know she wanted to strengthen her legs, but...
She said she wouldn't go anywhere she said she wouldn't go anywhere near the ashes tree. That really creeped her out.
Want to tell them where you saw her last? Where she was waiting for you?
We think someone picked her up. I'm so sorry.
Did she say she was going to run away?
No, her energy was really low. She said she would kill for a Red Bull.
Well, do you think she'd go looking for drugs?
We all would if we could.
Here I come to save the day. That means that Mighty Fix is on the way. Oh, if you'll excuse me, ladies, I have some young women to attend to.
What can I do?
She can't have gone far. The police will bring her back here.
I thought I could trust you. I had just started sleeping. Oh, a drink would really help right now.
You know better. Pray with me. Please hear our prayer for Lila McManus. May she return to us, protect her, and guide her to choose health and recovery.
I'm having fun with a couple of lovely young ladies of your acquaintance.
God, keep them from harm.
Well, you know what they're up to. Remember the good old days, Steph, when you ran with me?
God help me. I turned away from Lila when she needed me.
You sure did, but I was here for her.
I thought I could talk some sense into Heather's mother.
So while you ran after a lost cause, I snatched Tink.
If I stayed and listened.
Sometimes you make it so easy. What will you do when they both end up dead?
Leave them alone. Leave me alone.
I'm deep inside them, like I am in you. They're off and running. Little Tinkerbell and the elegant Heather running with me. Shelley shaking in her recovery boots and Sylvia driven deeper into denial. You're losing our little game, Steph. Just give up. You can't do this. Admit it. You can't save them.
Yes, I can. I can. And hold on to the light I see in each of them and stand the pain and the fear this minute, this hour, this day. Someone who believes in them has to be here for them to come back to.
Scene 12. Setting. Heather's luxurious pink bedroom in Boston.
I wish you wouldn't drink in my room.
Just finishing my cocktail. Aren't we fussy now?
I'm trying to stay sober. Waving that thing under my nose isn't helping.
What are you doing with all that candy? You put on enough weight in that damn rehab.
A new drug of choice.
We are due at your grandfather's for dinner.
Don't make me go. I don't need the Inquisition right now.
Get up.
No.
We'll be late.
To die here.
Well, you better care, young lady, or I will be taking you right back to that rehab.
Promise.
What is that supposed to mean?
Threatening me with going where I'd rather be is completely lame.
You don't mean that. You can't possibly prefer that demented institution to your home.
But I do, Mother dear.
Peaches, I only want what's best for you.
I'm not ready.
I want you to see your grandfather before you go back to Bryn Mawr.
But I don't know how to be sober. I haven't adjusted to my meds yet, please. I need more time before I go back to school.
I don't want you to get too far behind. You'll take your exams and do summer school, then you can still graduate with your class.
I'll use.
No, you have the right medicine now. You aren't an addict.
Says you.
You're bipolar. That is different.
You aren't ashamed to admit there's mental illness in the family, just not morally reprehensible addiction.
There is no need for anyone to know our family business.
Right. Silence is denial's best friend.
Now, Heather, get up right now.
How are you going to put on your game face?
I don't know.
You do know.
I can make another day. I have lollipops.
This day, the senator, your grandfather?
Breathe in, breathe out.
Sure, that would work while they're choking you with, why don't you do this, why don't you do that? They don't care how you feel, little doll, because you aren't real.
I am real. The people at the mountain saw me.
They are not here. You know family is pulling out the full artillery.
They'll drive me nuts.
Not if you're numb. You have mommy's tranquilizers.
19 days of sobriety.
Glad we stashed that, aren't you?
Scene 13. Setting. Weeks later in the treatment room at the mountain.
Almost done with treatment.
3 days left.
27 days. Is that a record?
Almost.
You are going to stay.
No, I can't. The sober home is more fishing through the garbage in my screwed up mind. I want to forget.
That didn't work before.
But they're going really dark. They think I'm a sex and love addict too.
What do you think?
They say adopted kids have an attachment disorder, terror of abandonment.
I'm afraid of abandonment.
Yeah, you see? This is just more horse to keep me here so they can rake in the big bucks.
I can't believe that. You've always had a boyfriend of some kind.
My head around guys is messed up, but so is everybody. Talking about what I've done just makes me just makes me feel more desperate to get out of here.
I know you've been hurt by men.
You don't know anything. Didn't you ever wonder about my amazing grades in college?
You're a smart girl.
And good at knowing how to get what I want.
What do you mean?
Do I have to spell it out for you? I got my A's between the sheets.
At Columbia?
I've discovered professors of all ages can be horny beasts. I slept my way to a great GPA.
Oh, Gina.
If I stay here, I don't think I can take them digging up all the bodies.
You should stay. Because you can't come home.
What?
If you leave here just scratching the surface, you will always be in danger of relapse.
Please, Mom.
I'm sorry. You have my love, but your illness can't take over my life again.
I know, Mom. I'll be good. Please,
You have to stay. I'm not equipped to help you with sex addiction or another relapse.
I'm afraid. If I did 90 meetings in 90 days.
I'm sorry. I need to take care of myself for a while.
You'd rather be alone than with me?
If you're home, I'll just become the same crazy, codependent, anxious mother, and it's killing us.
Please, Mom, it's just me and you.
I need time to understand my part in all of this.
But I love you.
I'm sorry. I love you too much to let you come home.
Scene 14. Setting. Bench under memorial tree.
It's been more than a week.
I know. Just breathe.
Oh, it feels like forever.
As far as we know, she's okay. Hold on to that.
She isn't your child.
No. But don't pay twice. What you fear most may never happen. How many times have you imagined Lila dead?
Night after night.
So you've already suffered her death over and over. But she's still alive.
Thank God.
Imagining the worst won't prevent it.
My mind is wild with fear.
Obsessing and going without sleep isn't healthy.
Well, I have to do something. I can't just let her die.
I know. Will you go to a meeting with me?
Sure. I'm falling apart.
Turn her over to the God of your understanding. Lila has her own good angels.
Easier said than done. I'll try.
They say courage is fear that said its prayers.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
night in Heather's college bathroom.
Heather? Looks like she's just taking a nap.
Heather, come on, Peaches, wake up.
She's in no hurry to please you.
It's Mother.
Where am I?
The bathroom floor.
Why?
You OD'd.
Your roommate called because she was afraid you were dying.
You did.
No, just napping up late.
Dead.
Wake up. This is not a place to sleep. It's cold. Get up.
What time is it?
10 a.m.
I'll miss my math exam.
No more exams.
Your father's down in the car. We're taking you back to the rehab. Come on, darling.
Too late.
You've been stealing pills again, skipping classes.
I want to go back to Rev Johnson, to the farm with the horses. You said we would snort just one more time to get through exams.
One too many, I guess. But now you're free of all that bull.
Oh, I want to go back.
We're taking you back now before anyone else finds out.
I'm not dead. Really? Dead?
Uh-huh. Better play the part.
Wake up. Please, Peaches. Please. Please, no. Peaches.
Scene 16. Setting. Bench at the mountain.
Heather,
Lost another one. Great score for me.
my fault.
Yes, indeed. Have a drink, just one, to cool your throat.
I'm so tired
Of fighting and losing.
of crying,
Of trying.
of comforting others when I have none.
I have your comfort right here, Steph.
I haven't slept in weeks. I'm so tired.
Heather was sweet.
I insulted her family. And I lost Lila.
You're getting a police report about her soon.
Oh, God. Not her, too.
As soon as they find the body.
Oh, God. Lila. Heather. All those girls. All ashes.
Nighty-night, Steph. I win.
Oh. Thank God. Another nightmare. One more day.
Scene 17. Setting. Treatment room weeks later.
What did you think you were doing, breaking up the Lollipop Guild like that?
Cravings.
Just one more time?
Something like that.
God, I'm glad you're back.
Me too.
You and Heather both out there really put a strain on my recovery. I really wanted to numb out, but here they make you feel it.
Raw.
Yeah, really raw. Then they see it as a teaching moment, one day at a time. Let go and let God. If I heard one more slogan, Jesus, it was a mess around here.
I'm sorry. I was just
Sick.
hope I'll be going back into treatment.
I'm still here. Got really bad news for you, though. Heather's dead.
No.
She was Snow White, but the poison apple got her. I hate all the dying.
Heather hadn't done half the shit we have. This really sucks.
Sometimes I wonder why I'm still alive.
I should be dead after everything I've done.
I brought these, our substance of choice from now on.
They tried to make me go to rehab, but I said no, no, no. To Heather. Lollipops are great and all, but do you have any Tootsie Rolls?
You addict! You're here! Mom!
How are you doing?
Still pretty shaky, but glad to be alive and walking.
They let you out of the hospital wing.
I'm getting stronger.
When your bed was empty, it terrified me. Will you let her run again, Reverend Johnson?
Oh, the only secure place is prison, and we're a healing facility.
I'm just so afraid of losing you.
I'm afraid of getting lost.
I want you here with me. I'll do all I can.
Lila has to want recovery.
This time was too dark. I was terrified I'd never see you again, Mom.
We're all here to support you, Lila.
I've always been in your corner, darling.
I know, Mom. Thanks.
Regina, how are you and your mother getting along?
Better. We're doing a lot of talking.
And we're being patient with each other. I'm trying to get a handle on my PTSD, and meetings tell me to live one day at a time, but I'm no good at it.
No one is.
I still wake up in a panic at night with my what-if fears.
Do you know what FEAR stands for? Future events already ruined.
I love that.
Me too.
If you stick with your meetings and work the steps, life will get better.
So there's hope for us, Rev.
Sharing recovery with your daughter will bring you even closer. You'll be speaking the same language.
What about Sylvia? Is there anything we can do for her?
I sent her a card to offer my help. We can pray.
Scene 18. Setting. Weeks later, the bench under the memorial tree.
Sylvia,
I'm here.
it's good to see you.
I got your card.
I hope it was helpful.
I stared at it for weeks until I got to my car.
What can I do for you?
Get me sober,
Oh, help? Why here?
because it's the last place Heather smiled at me.
My drinking career ended in jail. Trust me, this is a much better place.
You're an alcoholic?
I got sober in prison. I was driving drunk when I hit a family from my congregation in Kansas. I walked away without a scratch, but everyone else was pretty badly injured. The youngest child, Sarah, has been paralyzed for 25 years.
Oh, dear God.
So I understand guilt and shame.
My mind runs in if-only circles, and I cry all the time. I hate myself for pushing Heather. I killed my child.
Her disease killed her.
I've been drinking constantly just to get through the day. I can't drown it out. I can't forgive myself.
You'll have to if you want to get sober.
How will that ever be possible? Have you?
There's nothing I can do to change the past. The only real thing I can do is stay sober and pray for Sarah and help all the girls that I can.
I see. Thank you.
I make amends the best as I can. It isn't much.
But it helps to know there's a way to go on living.
I'll be working with you, unless you would like someone else.
I trust you.
Then let's walk over to admissions.
Scene 19. Setting. Chapel service at the Mountain Rehab, a year and a half later. New families and people in treatment sit in the audience for the Sunday morning meeting.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, I'm Demon, the monkey on your back.
It's my particular honor to present one-year coins to two of our alumni, Regina and Lila. My heart is full today because these two young women have shared this road with strength and courage.
Hi, I'm Regina. I'm a drug addict and an alcoholic.
Hi, Regina.
When I came here, I was always dreaming of my next fix. The mountain has given me a new dream and something to give back. I don't want my suffering, my mom's suffering, to have been for nothing. The program saved me. I'll enter into a social work program in Philadelphia. My goal is to come back and work at the mountain, because if I can help a kid see that she's sick before it kills her, I'll be happy. Mom, I'm sorry I cursed you out for bringing me here, but thanks for helping me find my people and my purpose.
Hi, I'm Lila. I'm a drug addict and alcoholic.
Hi.
I never thought I'd see a year, and I wouldn't have if it wasn't for my BFF Gina and the lollipops. I had a slip which almost ended me. The mountain took me back. They helped me see I have a terminal illness, and my medicine is meetings, the 12 steps, and service. I'll start art therapy courses in the fall. I'm trying to do what will give me a future. One thing is to love and forgive yourself no matter what. You're sick. Now that I'm sober, I've got a GED and can start college. Thanks, Rev, Mom, Sis, for loving me so I could learn to love myself.
I am deeply moved by the courage of this 6-month coin recipient, Sylvia. Hi.
I'm Sylvia. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Sylvia.
This newbie will be tough. She's doing it for love.
I have 6 months of sobriety. These are my daughter's ashes. I sat where you're sitting with Heather, but I couldn't stand the shame of admitting our lives were the fairy tale I planned. We were sick, and I denied it. I thought about what she would want me to say today. Do what they tell you. Don't think you're smart. This is a sly, insidious disease. Heather's life was lost. But I realized I could still give her something. My sobriety and my voice in this battle. So, listen and learn from the people here. If one family is saved by my story, I will have honored Heather's memory.
You won, Steph. This time.
They won.
Semantics. They're sober for now.
For as long as they put their lives, health, and love first.
I'll be waiting for a slip.
And I'll always be praying for the miracle to become a way of life. I know the power of love to transform lives. My life.
Love, irrational, inexplicable, implacable opponent. Every time.
Thank God.
You win some, you lose some.